as they did that. There's the way Boston will line up. Jerry Seasting in the game. Danny Ainge along with Bill Walton still on the injured list. And KC's not here tonight. Jimmy Rogers takes his place. He's got the flu and the strep throat. We wish him a speedy recovery. Chris Ford on the right of Jim Rogers, the guy with the perm. So that's the way Boston lines up for the game. And here's your Chicago lineup. Charles Oakley doesn't get much ink, but he's a pretty good player. Granville Waiters splits the pivot with Dave Corzine. They got Steve Coulter in a trade, and of course Jordan, and we mentioned in the open Doug Collins, the coach. Your officials, as assigned by the National Basketball Association: Jim Capers, Tommy Nunez. There's Doug Collins. There are your officials, and we're ready to go, and we sincerely hope that you'll enjoy it. Parrish and Waiters will jump it. Dennis Johnson wins the draw. This is Seasting against Coulter. Dennis Johnson is played by Michael Jordan. Bird against Curitan. Oakley plays Parrish. Bird with the outside jump. It won't go. Michael Jordan, the rebound. Jordan handles it for the first time. McHale plays Oakley. Parrish against Waiters. Curitan against Bird. Jordan hangs in the air. 2-0. I had the privilege of doing the playoff game last year where Michael had 63 away from the ball. A quick whistle. Foul on Oakley. And that's about as great a performance, individual performance, as I've ever seen. The job he did against the Celtics, but Boston won the game and swept the series. McHale over Waiters. Won't go. Oakley the rebound. 2 Boston misses, 2 defensive rebounds for Chicago. And away from the ball, a foul on Jerry Seasting, and the officials very early in the game calling them close, trying to get everybody calmed down, I guess.
You think they're nervous?
I wouldn't think
the
so.
Referees.
Well, the referees might be.
I don't think the players are. I think the young players may be a little into it. But this time of the game, they're just feeling each other out anyway to see what's going to work.
Jordan from 18.
That'll work.
Yeah. All night if he stays out. Dennis Johnson, Parrish. He walked.
And 3 seconds. Could call either one.
Steve Coulter with play instructions. It's old number 2 coming up here.
Almost threw away number 2.
Oakley. He double-dribbled the ball, and so the teams exchanged turnovers.
One of the underrated defensive players in the league is Kevin McHale, I think. Because he can guard a forward or a center with equal facility and do a good job. He's got long arms, and he's a pretty good leaper, and a pretty smart player, too.
Seasting up top. Now Bird and a whistle.
Now, Kevin just faked Granville Waiters into that foul because McHale was initiating all the contact on that play.
Second team foul already. We have 10-10 left first quarter. McHale goes to work. And they're going to score the goal.
McHale said thanks for the help.
Yeah, he did get a little help on that one. 4-2 Chicago is our score. The venerable Chicago Stadium will be rocking before the night is over. Earl Curitan up top. Away from the ball, yet another whistle. This one's on McHale.
Well, they're playing a contact sport.
2 fouls on each team, and the guy with the ball has not been fouled yet. Or at least not been called. Jordan one-on-one with Dennis Johnson, hangs in the air.
Now we see how he got his 63.
Yep, exactly like it. Against one of the best defensive players in the game, Parrish.
Robert Parrish.
The Chief has a hoop at 6'4". Jordan 6, Boston 4. Bird got a piece of it. Curitan got it back. but missed. Jerry Seasting with a deflected rebound for McHale, intercepted by Coulter. Knocked loose by Seasting, and now a whistle and a foul, I think, on Dennis Johnson.
His first third team foul.
His first third team foul. A lot of fouls in the early going.
That was not a good call. That was the third foul committed.
Yeah, if he fouled him, it was long before it was called.
Yes. In fact, that foul was on Seasting by the time they called that one. But what the heck? The players miss plays. The referees they're entitled to one early in the game.
Only people perfect I know are the announcer. Coulter.
That's because if we make a mistake, we forget it. We don't admit it.
We don't even know it. Jordan. He's got 8. It's 8-4. He got 28 in a loss against Washington the other night. Everybody talked about what a bad game he had.
Now, that was a tough shot.
It was.
And basically, it was a power shot rather than a finesse shot.
The one game you and I worked together last year was a Boston game. You made a great point that I had never considered. So many people say Larry Bird can't jump. But you bring out he really can.
Yeah, I was talking to him about that in one of the feats that he did. Let's take a look at this play here, see where the foul is. He ran into a crowd there.
We'll talk about it when we come back. We have a timeout on the floor with 8:28 left in the first quarter. And the Bulls lead the Celtics. The score is 8-6. That last foul was on Dennis Johnson, was his second of the night. This program authorized under rights granted by the National Basketball Association solely for the entertainment of our audience, and any publication, reproduction, or other use of the pictures, descriptions, or accounts of this game without the express written consent of the National Basketball Association is prohibited. That's Benny the Bull, the mascot of the Chicago team. I know you know that.
My life is enriched by that little piece of knowledge.
Glad I could help. Listen, you were saying about Larry Bird. Go ahead.
Well, if you look at the lane, the inside lane, there's a white line inside the red. That's the college lane. He was telling me that one time in college, he was outside the lane, and he jumped up and dunked the ball from outside the lane without taking the dribble, without taking the step.
And some of us think he can't, or thought he can't jump.
That is a prodigious leap.
Boy, that's something. Jordan has all 9 of the Chicago points, and I'll tell you, he's so good, you're not even surprised.
Now, Jordan, that's one thing he's going to not, if he's going to keep this up, he's not going to get very many assists. I can tell you that.
Good point. What was your first clue, Sherlock? 10-6 Chicago. Jerry Seasting. Larry Bird. From 20. Bird's second basket. It's 10-8.
Now, what a guy like Larry Bird will not indulge in at a point like this, a guy like Michael Jordan gets off a good start, will not get into a scoring duel with him. Just take his shots when they come and do the things he always. That's one of the things you have to discipline yourself not to do. Although it may look like it, but he's taking up the.
I wasn't going to say a word. It's 10-10. 7:40 left first quarter. Coulter. McHale never saw him. The shot won't go. The tip won't. But look at Oakley battle. He still can't score it. Granville Waiter. Chicago doing a great job off the glass. They'll start over. Jordan hangs in the air again. Finally misses. Waiters misses. Boston finally gets the ball. Chicago had about 8 cracks at the basket, but couldn't sink it.
Another foul on Granville Waiters.
It'll be his second. Parrish, the offended part.
Actually, that's his 4th one. That was because he got 3 good ones in before he called that one.
But they'll count it as only 2.
That's one of the things that a veteran star player has to always be conscious of when I talk about Larry Bird, is not to try to get into little duels within the game that don't have anything to do with the way you normally play.
Jordan picks up his first foul. McHale to the line, and from there he's an 84% free throw shooter on the year. He's averaging 27 a game and leading Boston in the scoring department. That's his 3rd point of this one. Boston claims the lead for the first time. It's 12-10.
Boston 12, Chicago 10. I mean, Michael Jordan 10.
That is correct. Waiters and Coulter. Now something will start happening. Jordan. Bang that one up too long. Waiters got it. Chicago.
They're beating the
hay.
Celtics on the board.
Yeah.
You know, actually, the Celtics are not that good a rebounding team.
Parrish misses, but Seasting recovers. There's McHale.
Although they have some good rebounders.
That pass
Bad
deflected
pass.
away by Curitan. Oakley ahead to Coulter against Dennis Johnson, and he left it too tall for Jordan.
You could say it was a good defensive play by Dennis, but it wasn't. All he did was stay in the middle of the thing and kind of stir it up, but he didn't really have to make a move.
For McHale, knocked away. Brilliant play by Steve Coulter. Oakley, yes. And the Chicago break pays off. It's 14-12, Chicago 6-10.
Well, maybe they're doing what Doug Collins wanted to do. They're going to run the ball a little bit. So far, they've worked out pretty well for him.
McHale pops one in there. He has 6. We're tied at 14. We've reached the halfway mark here, period number 1. Curitan got bumped a little bit. No whistle. Parrish the rebound. Dave Corzine about to enter the game for Chicago as Parrish sails by Oakley, but he used the elbow.
Offensive foul, he called the hook. Not a bad move. You can get away with it.
And a lot of times you do. Hook the hip with the elbow and spun around. We'll look at it again.
There it is.
And
that was
spotted.
about eye level for Tommy Nunez. That's why he saw it.
Coulter to the front court. Coulter lets it rip. Curitan pushed off, battling for the rebound.
Loose ball foul, Earl Curitan. That's his first.
Well, if you like personal fouls, you've come to the right place so far tonight.
I think he popped Larry a pretty good one that time. Got him in the small of the back there. That's always good for your soul, though, to get popped once or twice, just in case you start to get bored. But it's always better to be the popper than the poppy, though.
Poppy. Bird is an 86% foul shooter. He now has 7. And the Celtics lead by 1, 15-14, 5:22 left, first quarter. So Chicago can reclaim the lead. Coulter against Seasting. Oakley up top, lets it fly, left it short. Seasting comes away with the rebound. He's got Bird on the wing, leaves it beautifully for Parrish. What a play. Jordan quickly on the attack at the other end.
Outstanding one-on-one play that was. Because Dennis played excellent defense on him all the way, but to no avail.
Jordan has 12, Celtics by 1 with 4:43. McHale with a nice move.
And the way Oakley looks at him like saying, "What are you doing to me?"
That's 8 for Kevin McHale. 4.5 minutes left. Oakley returns the favor.
Do you think that's a little determination in that move?
Boy, he's a big, strong guy. Celtics by 1. It went off Bird. Chicago gets it. Larry was ejected from his last game.
I talked to him about that. And I want to know what he said. He says, I didn't get my money's worth. But he says, you know what, you get mixed emotions. You wish you had said more, but then you spend all night awake saying, now why did I do that?
Yeah, silly for me to do
Because
that.
you got all that energy, that game energy stored up. Now, the energy you would have used in the game, you still got it. Great shot there.
Oh, boy. That was vintage Larry Bird. He's got 9. And this one is going to be something, it would appear. 21-18 Boston. 3:40 left in the first quarter. Illegal defense
Kevin McHale.
against McHale.
First violation of warning.
It's a technical.
And a new 24 seconds.
It's not a technical. It counts against you toward ejection. The next time Boston is guilty of an illegal defense, a technical free throw will be.
Wouldn't it be great if they, on those defenses, they called it the technical on the coach? The second one, they threw him out. Throw the assistant out first.
It's a great idea because it would put an end to it.
Hey, first you throw the assistant coach out, and in the next two you throw the head coach out.
Jordan hangs in the air, but the magic is missing at the moment. Corzine, good pass. And score it and a foul.
And I think one of the reasons Larry got that foul is he came up with a rebound. So he got the and he comes up with the rebound on the play before he came, and he let someone knock it loose. And then he got a little irritated with himself and went after it and came up the foul.
Oakley misses, so Boston still leads by 1, 21-20, 3:20 left first quarter. Bill Russell, Skip Carey with you from the Chicago Stadium, which is jammed. Bird against Curitan. Wheels, left-hand deal, score it and a foul.
Now, if you look at that play, the last play Larry Bird made, you'll see what I'm talking about, efficiency. No wasted motion. Enough fakes to get the defensive off rhythm.
Puts it down. So Bird has 12, so does Jordan. Celtics have a 4-point lead, their biggest of the night. Rick Carlisle about to enter the game for Boston. Jordan against Dennis. It rimmed it, wouldn't go. Another rebound, Curitan. And I'll tell you what, it's the offensive rebounds that are keeping Chicago in the game right now.
I think one of the reasons that Chicago's getting so many offensive rebounds is that Jordan's making them so conscious of his play. Great move again by Bird. Jordan's making them so conscious of his play, they're not screening out. Because they're watching him see when they can help. Because they know that Dennis is going to need some help. Lots of it.
Bird with 14 now. Paxson into the game. Curitan wheels with a hook. Won't go. Rebound. Another big battle. It goes off Dave Corzine. Dennis Johnson finally has it. Bird for three. Didn't get any. Parrish has the rebound. That won't go. Look at that Bird. He's everywhere. Tipped up and in finally by McHale. And now Boston hits the glass. Quickly to the other end. Oakley throws it away. Intended for Curitan. Have tried that alley-oop thing 3 times, and they've come up with nothing, and we'll be back right after this. We invite you to join the NBA family's fight against drugs. Send $1 in a self-addressed envelope to Don't Foul Out Pin, Post Office Box 5418, New York, New York 10185. Celtics have their biggest lead. It's 28-22. Elston Turner into the game for Chicago. Jordan will swing to the front court.
Now, in watching so far the first quarter, I watched the Bulls run their plays, and they're very tentative other than Michael Jordan. And in fact, they're running the plays like they're saying, I hope this will work.
That's not a good. That does not augur well. Bird against Turner. They clear out the zone. Now they double it. Seaston missed the jumper. Oakley the rebound. Outlet deflected. Intercepted by Bird. Sails through some traffic.
Almost a good pass.
He was trying to nail McHale.
Although Parrish was open. But the defense, he thought we were headed for Parrish because he had been so open.
Dennis Johnson right back into the game. And Parrish comes up. So DJ will work up front against Jordan.
Thanks a lot, Coach.
I'm just taking a rest.
Yeah, I was in the back court having a good time, so what do you do? That's a good way to ruin a guy's evening, you know that?
Elston Turner picks up the foul. We have had
a lot of fouls called.
7 against Chicago.
Now, someone's going to back off so there'll be no players left.
6 against Boston.
So, now when they back off, will they back off defensively or offensively? What do you think?
Or will the officials loosen up? Bird with 15.
You mean you think that a team of officials could actually back off?
I think sometimes early in a game they call them tighter than they do later, just to try to establish how the evening is going to go. That means a letter from our pal Darrell Garrett. Michael Jordan with it up top. Changed his shot, missed his shot. It's off the deck, and Rick Carlisle's had an awful time. He's shooting just 13%. It was deflected by Jordan. 2 out of 15 from the field.
That'll change.
The Celtics hope soon, because with Haynes and Walton and Wedman hurting, they are a little short. 10 on the shot clock. Carlisle.
Okay.
You never cease to amaze me.
It had to change.
Law of averages, right? 46 seconds left in the quarter. Celtics have built a 10-point lead despite the torrid Chicago start.
Torrid Michael Jordan start.
Yeah, he has really cooled off. 2 on the shot clock. They're not going to get a shot away. The 24 have expired. That happens with 27 seconds left in the quarter. Jordan lost track of the time, and his teammates stood around and didn't give him any help. That's
one of the things when you get a player that great that you have to discipline yourself not to do is stand around and watch him. Because when you get open, he can give you a good pass because he's an excellent passer.
10 on the shot clock, 13 in the quarter. We'll give you the time on the shot clock as Boston runs it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He walked. That would have counted.
Excellent pass, too. But he was thinking. You can't think and shoot at the same time. At least unless you're really a great player.
3 seconds left in the quarter.
If you're just a good player, cancel.
2, 1. It's good if it goes. It goes. Score. As my old buddy Joe Dean would say, string music. At the end of the period, your score: Boston 32, Chicago 25. Okay, the second quarter about to unfold here. It's 32-25 with the Celtics on top despite this last second bit of brilliance.
Now that takes just so many different things. He had to control the ball, keep it away from it, and then lead cheers after he gets through.
That's versatility.
He had to control the ball, keep a good defensive player out of the way,
and get a little bit lucky.
Right, but the shot he followed through just like you do in the training films. Maybe he's going to conduct a clinic out here at halftime.
In the first few minutes, he conducted one already. Elston Turner with the ball. Coulter. Turner with it again. Roberts in the game. Coulter beats him off the dribble, but missed the shot. Corzine with it.
And the foul's on Kevin McHale. Or is it on C-Sting?
I think it's on C-Sting.
C-Sting. Kevin got it. But that's good. You see, the referee can't see. They know the little guys are always hitting somebody, so he calls on the little guy.
Second on C-Sting. Boston shot the daylights out of it in the first quarter, as you see. It's a 7-point Boston game. Roberts had a big game for it. There's Paxson cutting loose. John Paxson has his first points of the night. 23 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists in that game in which Bird was ejected the other night for the Celtics against Milwaukee. Bird from 18, bottom of the basket. He's got 18. 34-27. Paxson is 2 for 2.
Now the question is, will Chicago make sure he shoots the next time down?
Would you if you were coaching Chicago?
I'd make sure he shot next time down until he missed.
Dennis Johnson.
Now we'll see. So this is where you establish what you're doing. If you take a guy when he gets hot, that's who you go to.
He's got it now. But they go to Corzine. Roberts for the rebound. 10.5 minutes till halftime. McHale screams for it in the pivot. Bird over Oakley. In and out. Corzine the rebound. Steve Poulter heads up the floor. And lets her rip. That hit the bottom of the rim. Roberts comes in firing. Battles for the rebound and committed a foul.
Fred Roberts.
His first.
Second team. Earl Puritan.
Roberts out of Brigham Young. They signed him as a free agent. Curitan checks back into the lineup. Oakley gets a rest for Chicago. .36-29, 9:55 left. Paxson on a drive. Good shot. He's 3 out of 3. He did a good job of shielding the ball that time from the big guy. It's a 5-point Boston game with 9:38 left till halftime. Bird moves it to Roberts very nicely. Good fake, and he gets the hoop. Paxson takes it to length, dishes it off nicely. Curitan passed up a jumper. Turner banged it up there too hard.
There's got to be a foul on Corzine.
Loose ball foul, Dave.
That's it.
Even I could have called that one.
And you did.
Robert Parrish.
Parrish returns.
But I feel kind of uneasy.
Don't ever.
If I agree with the referee, I know that something's going terribly wrong.
Did the Celtics get all the breaks when you were a player that people say they did?
Of course they did. I'm glad you admitted it.
Offensive
foul away from the ball against Roberts.
We always thought we got the short end of the stick because we were good. They were trying. We always thought the referee was trying to even the game up.
Well, when I was doing the Hawks, we always thought because you were good, you got the breaks.
Nah.
9 minutes left in the first half. Paxson in and out this time, ceasing the rebound. Dennis Johnson. Celtics have built a 9-point lead. Their biggest in the game has been 10 at 32-22. Corzine against Parrish.
Now, these things are bordering on the illegal defense.
Offensive foul, Corzine.
Because he didn't follow his man all the way through the lane. And he stayed in the lane. So they were watching the push and shove between Parrish and Corzine.
The rookie Brad Sellers checks into the game for Chicago. He looks, whoa, what a baby-faced kid he is.
He looks like he's about 16, doesn't he?
He really does. Sellers out of Ohio State. Offensive foul on Roberts again. You know, seriously, talking about officiating, when you broadcast for a team, as I did for so many years, honestly, sincerely, you're so amazed at how much better the officiating appears when you do a game where you really don't care who wins. You have no good in it.
You think that's different way if you coach for 2 or 3 years and then go and don't care who wins?
Yeah, I would think. Holder changed it, got it.
Offensive foul.
Take it away. Swung the left arm out there.
Everybody saw that but the fans.
Yeah, they're up in arms here in Chicago.
There's the swinging the other arm. And those guys are truckers getting some pretty good stuff, aren't they?
Yes.
They must have thrown the slate.
Bird has 20. Mark Goldsmith, our director. Joel Westbrook, our producer and head writer.
Now, is there a difference between head writer and head waiter?
Not much. Corzine with a rebound. Bird spins by Kieran.
Shoulder that he put into Curitan that time. Curitan had a better chance to get struck by lightning on that defense because the shoulder he put in there would have broken his rib if he didn't back away.
Corzine fading, firing, air ball. Boy, Chicago looks awful right now, don't they? They're down by 11 with 7:05.
What the Celtics are making them do is good shot there. Boy, was that a good shot.
3 guys on it.
What the Bulls are doing now, they're not executing very well.
And Doug Collins wants to talk it over with his guys.
What Boston's making them do is make them play the half-court game, the offense. And you got to run the offense, and you have to have real smart and experience to run a good half-court offense.
Back after this. 6:55 left till halftime. Don't forget Tuesday night. Bob Neal, Rick Barry will be in Dallas where the Lakers will play, and they'll have it for you at 8:05. Bill and I will join you next a week from tonight at Washington, where we'll look for the first time this year at the Houston Rockets. That too an 8:05 game. So far so good for Mr. Bird, and more importantly for the Boston Celtics. Brad Sellers will inbound. Charles Oakley is checked back in. Michael Jordan handles the ball. Jordan needs to get hot. He's got a mismatch. He goes against Parrish. It's knocked away out of bounds and will still belong to Chicago. 5 on the shot clock.
Now this is Parrish picking up Jordan. He goes in there, a lot of traffic. Kevin McHale gets a piece of the ball.
Paxson again. Well, he's keeping him in the game.
At this point, the Bulls are not running a very good half-court offense.
They have 10 points in this quarter, and Paxson has 8 of them.
And all the shots they're getting, except those 2 outside shots that Paxson had, there's been somebody in their face. An illegal defense here.
Against Chicago. It's on Brad Sellers. So they're even in the good old illegal defense keeper. McHale fakes, hangs in the air, blocked away, scored. Goaltender. McHale has 12, and it's a 13-point game again.
That's 2 of those that Oakley's given them that McHale might have missed.
At the end of tonight's game, we'll be picking a Miller Lite player of the game. Bill will make that selection a bit later on. Jordan. No. Parrish. Boston can go up by 15. They've taken the crowd out of the game. I don't know if that means anything, but it's sort of quiet here in Chicago. Pick and roll. McHale winds up with it. They're not going to count it. He traveled.
Well, that was a bad call.
It was. The ball was touched by a Chicago player.
Right. And McHale is upset. And he should be.
5:50 left till the half. Sellers banged it up there long. Dennis Johnson out of there with it. It's all perimeter now for Chicago. Parrish against Oakley. 12 on the shot clock. The Chief leaves it short. Sellers the rebound. Paxson is checked. Curitan hangs it up there. It won't go. And Parrish another rebound. Outlet for Larry Bird. He's got McHale in front. Sellers with good anticipation. Intercepted that pass. Jordan left it short. He can't buy one all of a sudden. Dennis Johnson beats Oakley. That's deflected away by Jordan. Seasting comes out of there with it. No whistle. A lot of collisions. McHale wheels, deals. That's blocked. Down to the deck goes Jordan, and a foul against Chicago.
Foul on Michael Jordan.
Jordan picks up his second. Gene Banks looks on. He's on the injured list for Chicago.
That's what you get for your effort. You get hit 2 or 3 times, and then they call a foul on you.
McHale has 13. Seasting out of the game. Carlisle comes back in. Boston by 14, their biggest margin. And now by 15. McHale with 14, Bird with 24. Nobody else has any more than 4 for Boston. Jordan against DJ. Wheels, loses it, but misses. Boy, he has really cooled off after a sizzling start. Dennis Johnson to the front court. Pulls up and jumps. Air ball. Can Bird save it? Yes, to Perry. Dennis has it again. Parrish sets the pick on Curitan. They roll it low to Robert. Lays it up good.
Good pass by Bird.
That's the oldest play on the book.
Good give and go.
The old pick and roll trick. Paxson crosses the line. And Chicago again wants timeout as they try to slow this Boston assault. The Celtics have grabbed a 17-point lead with 4:10 till halftime. At halftime, the Prudential Sports Update with our friend and colleague Charlie Neal. He'll have scores, highlights, news from around the league and from around the world of sports. That's at halftime.
As the Chicago Bulls bring the ball in balance, the problem they had with the head for they're not using Michael Jordan. What you do, you make him your primary target. But every player should have at least 3 options so that they react one way to him and that's leave someone else over for a good shot. And you got to get that secondary shooter a little more often. You see, now what they're doing is they're trying to set up a series of one-on-one.
Second.
Well, a good team will shut down one-on-one penetration.
2 shots.
And so what you basically, the way you use Jordan properly is he's the first option for your shot. But if he has to get the ball and pump and fake and go one-on-one, the other 4 guys cannot get back on defense properly because they're standing around. In order to get back on defense, make a transition from offense to defense, you have to be in motion.
That's why they sent, I guess why they sent Oakley down the middle on that drive, and he winds up at the line making the 2 free throws after the foul by Robert Parrish. 52-37, 4 minutes left. Bird comes off a pick. Good switch by Sellers, however. 7 on the shot clock. There's a roll again. Parrish missed the layup. It's deflected around. Oakley out of there with it. Boston missed a relatively easy chance there. Paxson for 3. Nope. Deflects out to Parrish. He protects it, and Boston.
Parrish should have dunked that. The big guys like to show they can shoot layups.
You ought to know. Bird for 3. Nope. Parrish and Oakley, and Parrish wins that battle. Now he throws it away, and Curitan has a 3-on-2 break. He slows it down. And he's right. Big guys shouldn't be dribbling. Nobody plays Paxson. He didn't know that, so he passed it out. And Oakley left it short. They can't throw it in the ocean.
Maybe in the lake out here, but not the ocean. And it looks like they're trying to throw it in the lake sometime.
It's been an awful quarter. Just 12 points for Chicago in this period. McHale against a double team. Bird, they swing it to Carlisle for 3. Nope. Can McHale control it? No, he can't. Michael Jordan does. So Boston has cooled off a little bit, too. Sellers beats McHale. Hangs in the air. Missed the tip. Gets another chance. That's blocked away. Jordan with it. Bird got a piece of that. A whistle and a foul.
And a piece of Jordan. Good solid piece of Jordan, too.
Second foul on Bird.
Let's take another look at it. Now here, there.
If the hands are part of the ball, that's not a foul, is it?
On the road it is. At home it's not.
I see. Michael Jordan makes the first. His first point of the quarter. He's got 16 in the game. 52-38. Boston leads it. 17 for Jordan. But he had 12 of those, if I'm not mistaken, in the first 5 minutes of this game. Deflected away at the Aaron Dennis Johnson pass. Oakley, it won't go. The tip will not count. There was a foul prior to that. Dennis Johnson is 3rd.
Let's see the steal by Jordan there. He comes up.
Charles Oakley will shoot 2. Jerry Seasting in.
There's the foul, and the tip is disallowed, and Oakley shoots 2. He has 8 from the foul line. He's 2 out of 3. Dennis with 3 fouls departs.
Dennis Johnson, who Larry Bird says, without any hesitation, the best players ever played with.
Well, that's saying something. Oakley with 9, and Chicago creeps back into it a bit. They were down 17. It's now 12. Sellers pushed off.
Wasn't too obvious. So that one.
13 foul.
That sometimes is not worth the effort to foul like that.
That's youthful exuberance. 2:12 left in our half. Jerry Seasting brings it up. He and Carlisle on the back line now. We'll see no more of Dennis Johnson until the second half with the 3 fouls. Parrish beats Oakley and lays it in. And made it look easy. He's got 8. It's a 14-point game, 54-40. We're in the 2-minute period. Don't forget Charlie Neal at halftime of the Prudential Sports Update. Jordan, partially blocked, taken away by McHale. Boy, Michael really cooled off. Parrish again. Drills it from Bird. Parrish has 10.
That was a nice play in that what Parrish did. He faked the pick, and then when the defense reacted, then you go to the hoop.
Oakley, boy, they cannot make a jump shot except for Paxson. Chicago still has the ball. 1:17 left. Boston in this game has 56 points, and all but 8 of them have been made by Bird, McHale, and Parrish.
You'd say the front line is jumping all over him or something?
Wearing him out. Bird plays Jordan. Late whistle. Who's the foul going to be on? It's going to be on McHale.
And he doesn't like that. I think that
Smart move by Parrish to pull him away from Jim Caper.
well, they can't. Let's see now with McHale established. Yes.
Jordan shoots the 1-and-1. He has 18. He's a 79% free throw shooter coming in. 5 out of 5 tonight. (56-42) Boston. Jordan plays Rick Carlisle. McHale up top. Seasting with a minute left until halftime. Bird shoots 2.
Well, I guess I'll just take me a couple of free throws now.
Yeah, I need a little breather.
Foul on
Earl Curitan the foul, his third. So Curitan, Dennis Johnson, and Fred Roberts all with 3 fouls in this game. But we're in the closing minute of the first half. It's been a long quarter for Chicago, about 22%.
Bird and Jordan seem to be having a little conversation. And you'll never find a player that talks more trash, as they call it, out there on the court than Larry Bird. Or he talks to the other guys. Says, I don't know why they put you on me. You can't guard me, and stuff like that.
And then he goes out and proves that he's right. Mike Brown has checked into the game for Chicago.
That's why he call it trash, because he can back it up.
Jordan handles the ball. Atlanta leads Detroit 53-52 late in the second quarter of their game tonight. Jordan hangs in the air. That was a nice shot. Coach Carlisle really gave him a shot as he jumped. 21 for Jordan. That's his first field goal since the three-pointer to end the first quarter. 28 seconds left till halftime in this one. Knocked away from McHale. Paxson out of there with it. Banks it up in. Paxson with 10, all in the second quarter. Boston will play for the final shot. Their 17-point lead is now 12. 10 seconds left. Bird is mugged and fouled.
Let's take a look at Michael Jordan. Let's see.
Oakley picks up his second foul. David Thirdkill about to get into the game for Boston for the closing seconds as Bird registers his 27th point. His high for the year is 38. He's got a
good start.
Better than average shot at that tonight. He makes them both. He's got 28. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. That's good if it goes. It doesn't, and the half is history. And a very impressive first half of work for the Boston Celtics. At the break, they lead at 60-46. There's the tail of the tape in the first half, and virtually every stat dominated by Boston in this game. That's why they lead by 14 points. That field goal percentage, either Jordan's going to have to go absolutely berserk, or Chicago's going to have to find some balance if they want to get back into this.
Well, what they're going to have to do, Skip, as I said earlier, is work out a system. The way you use a great player like that is you try to go to him as much as you can. But as the defense is set up for him, in order to double team or triple team him, they have to leave someone else open. And that someone else, they don't just wander around. They go to a specific spot to get the kind of shot they want. And that's where you take advantage of a guy's tremendous skill. That's how you take a skillful player and turn that into wins rather than just games we showed up.
Next NBA action on TBS will be Tuesday night in Dallas. The Lakers will be there. Bob Neal, Rick Barry will have it for you at 8:05 on TBS. And Bill and Skip will be in Washington a week from tonight at 8:05. Houston Rockets against Kevin Lockery's Bullets, who are off to a slow start. And the third quarter gets underway, and Chicago needs to battle back into this thing. They've got a big crowd behind them here, but that doesn't bother Boston. It's that way wherever they go. Jordan dishes it off. Coulter finds Curitan. He walks.
Little bitty steps. When you jump up, you have to come down.
That's in the paint, first half scoring, but that 52-13 for the starting three big men for Boston, as opposed to the starting three big men for Chicago, was.
And the way they're doing it, the guys on the big guys on Chicago are not making the big guys on Boston work defensively because they're not getting enough shots.
Seaston, good play by Granville later. He blocked it out of the air and maintained control. Neither team has scored yet in this third quarter. McHale trying to front Oakley. Curitan got it.
Look what I found.
His second hoop.
Now, they're going to have to go inside like that in this third quarter particularly.
Seaston up top. 5 on the shot clock. They go to Parrish. 3, 2. He gets it away in time, and Gil's Robert Parrish. So he's a pretty good play. Oakley will shoot 2, and again, Chicago tries to go inside. McHale picks up his third. Oakley shoots 2. He's 3 out of 5 from the line, has 9 points in the game.
With the injuries that they have on the Celtics, at this point, the player they can succeed less if he's out would be Kevin McHale.
Even over Bird.
At this, with the injuries that are.
Already, yeah.
Yes.
Oakley, one of the 2. He has 10. 62-49 is our score. Boston on top. Their biggest lead has been 17. Parrish attracts some company. 10 on the shot clock. Seaston goes inside, dishes it off. McHale. Well, they don't miss many. 16 for McHale. 64-49 Boston. Oakley.
Oh, he took enough steps.
Boy, they're going to call a foul. He got a break. He took about 7 steps. Parrish.
After he picked that ball up, he walked over to the lake, took a look, and came back and shot it.
Tell you what, in defense of the officials, it's got to be awful out there to see anything when you're a normal-sized guy and these giants are flying around.
That's no excuse.
It's not?
No.
I think At the next Hall of Fame game, you should officiate. And then we'll see how you feel about the whole. You've tried everything else in this game.
You know, in Boston, when
Either that
I
or
first started playing, we used to, when practices, we on a 12-man squad, the other two guys were scrimmaging, the other two guys were referee.
Did you ever referee?
Oh, yeah, that's a good way to get in fights with your teammates.
Bird has 30. You either have to referee the Hall of Fame game or come to every production meeting for the rest of the year.
So I referee, okay.
Me too.
So I referee.
I would referee too. In fact, that's what we'll do. You and I will do the game. It'll never end. 66-51, 9.5 minutes left. Boston can match its biggest lead. McHale. Boy, they can make it look so easy. And it is.
It is easy.
But for them, I guess it is.
You know, when you know what you're doing, it's relatively easy because the defense helps you find the target.
I guess arrogance isn't the word for it, but there's just, like you said, you know you can get it done. Well, Oakley got it done that time from Jordan. Oakley with 14, 68-53. Bird for 3, nope. Jordan the rebound. Nobody there to rebound for Boston.
Everybody was surprised he missed.
Jordan needs to explode as he did early in the game. Bird blocked that. McHale the rebound. Dennis Johnson up the floor. Parrish beats Waiters off the dribble. Shoots 2.
Now that's 2 free throws that you ask yourself.
Technical on Michael Jordan as well.
You ask yourself, is it worth it? The 2 free throws and what Michael Jordan said. Well, that was a foul.
I thought so too.
There's another angle.
And it's still a foul. Bird makes the tee. He's got 31.
John Paxson in.
Well, you see another thing. Larry Bird is Michael Jordan's hero. So if Larry Bird gets thrown out of the last game, at least Michael can get a technical in this one.
Another one, and it'll be a very long night for Chicago. Jordan, by the way, has picked up his 3rd personal as well. The Celtics are now 14 out of 15 from the line. They don't do much to beat themselves.
The last game we did, they made all their free throws.
Yeah, I think they did.
You think they're laying off because we're here again?
Could be. 71-53, biggest lead of the night. Oakley gets the hoop. He has 16, 7 in the quarter.
Now you see, another thing that you see Chicago, they will not keep going to the same thing, even if it works. You know, in other words, like Oakley scored inside. They come down next time, they won't go back. What you have to do is go back until the defense adjusts. Make the defense adjust, and then something else will be open.
What a pass by Dennis Johnson. Another layup, this one by Robert Parrish. He has 16. Still all but 8 of the Boston points scored by their 3 big men. Seastig knocked it loose. Jordan got it back. Curitan down under. Oakley muscles his way in. That one won't go. Curitan, that will. Earl has 6, 4 in the quarter.
And they do a better job on the boards when they get a shot inside the paint because, first of all, it's soft to rebounds.
Dennis Johnson, the open man. Now it's Parrish. Waiters jumps in. Parrish surprisingly missed. Jordan heads the other way with 7:15 left, 3rd quarter. Chicago needs to get hot. Dennis Johnson, the foul. There's the start. Jordan the hoop.
Now, the very second that Dennis' feet left the floor, he had to be thinking, this is a mistake. Yes, he came out of the flex position.
It's his 4th foul. Jordan now with 24. He had 15 of those in the 1st quarter. But it's now a 13-point game, and Boston calls timeout. 7:12 left in the 3rd quarter. Timeout on the floor. Boston 73. Chicago now with 60. We go back to work here. Chicago was close to within 13.
And Dennis Johnson has to be careful because without Dennis Johnson, Chicago can catch up. Because I can't tell you how important he is to this.
Bird threw it away. Jordan the interception. Shot clock, 6:45 in the period. Jordan jumps in. It won't go. Tipped in by Oakley. He has 18, half of them in this quarter, and it's now an 11-point game. McHale
offensive foul.
And he pushed off. His fourth foul.
We just missed the play because he pushed, gave him a pretty good push before the ball got there. That's why he was so free.
So now they can get it down to single digits, the Bulls can, if they convert. Fred Roberts about to enter the game for Boston. Jordan works on Dennis Johnson. Granville Waiters, 2 on the shot clock. Jordan. Illegal defense against Boston. There's a break.
Larry Bird.
Jordan will shoot the tee. With the 24-second clock, why don't they just let him play zone? What do you think?
It doesn't take much skill to play zone defense. The players are too skilled to
You think so?
Yes. To take that away from the game.
Jordan. Yes. Chicago knocks at the door. Jordan with 27. It's an 8-point game, 73-65. It was 17 earlier in this quarter. Bird one-on-one with Puritan. He blocked the shot, but had the foul to do. His fourth.
Second team. Larry Bird shoots twice.
Almost a good defensive play. Unfortunately, he had a little contact before the shot went up. That's why he was able to get to it.
32 for Bird. No Boston player, by the way, has ever scored, here's a trivia for you, as many as 40 points in a game against Chicago. JoJo White's 38 is the high.
What's the record between the two teams?
Oh. Boston is killing them.
Let them have the 40 points. You get the wins.
The way it works. It has for the Celtics for years. Paxson, Bird got a piece of that. No whistle. Seasting against Jordan, who hustles back. Bird, that's 2-point country. He's got 35, and it's a 12-point game. 77-65, 5:10 left. Oakley against the double team. Brad Sellers is checked back in. Paxson's had a good night.
Now that's what Chicago has to do. When they post up, move the ball around, and they get open shots. They got a couple guys like Paxton, and even Coulter can put those down.
Dennis Johnson gets it back from Michael Jordan. In the head of the circle, Dennis in and out. Granville Waiters the rebound. Again, they can move to within 8. Here comes Paxson. He finds Jordan.
And from the outside, Jordan is a better shooter when he takes the ball and pops it without dribbling or any effect or anything.
Again, an 8-point lead. Roberts up top. Seasting. 4:15 left, third quarter. Roberts, it won't go. Rebound, Waiters knocked away. Oakley with it. They can move to within 6. Jordan hangs in the air, yes. Boston calls timeout. This place is up for grabs. The Bulls are back in the It's 77-71, and we'll be back.
This is Charlie Neal in Atlanta, and I'd like to update you on some action in Detroit at the Silverdome. Atlanta's Kevin Willis has a turnaround shot over John Sally from the baseline. The Hawks lead 85-82 in the fourth quarter. Now let's go back to Chicago to Bill and Skip.
3:58 left here in the third quarter. Chicago is as close as they have been since the end of the first quarter when they trailed by 7. It's a 6-point game now. In this quarter, Chicago has gotten it going. Bird misses. Roberts with a rebound. They're going to call a foul on Roberts, his fourth. That was a tough foul, I think.
Yes, that was a bad call.
They both went for the ball.
But what the heck?
These things happen. John Paxson, front court, away from the ball.
Illegal defense again.
Boston again. Jordan will shoot it.
It's on Roberts this time.
So now they can move to within 5, and they'll still have the ball. Jordan's first miss from the line tonight.
24 seconds.
That's the toughest free throw there is. Technical free throw. There's nobody there. You're out there by yourself. I mean, really by yourself. There's nobody even look at to make you have to concentrate.
77-71 Boston. 3.5 minutes, third quarter. Brad Sellers against Roberts. Oakley goes to the hole. Parrish got a piece of that. Dennis Johnson with it. Roberts. That won't go, and he commits his 5th foul. 3 of them have been offensive.
Let's take another look and see if we can see.
John Paxson took the punishment. 3:10 left, third quarter. Again, Chicago can move to within 4. On the shot clock. Jordan's aware of that. 12 in the quarter, 33 on the night.
That was an excellent shot. Not just because he made it, but the shot was a good shot.
Parrish fakes and is hammered and shoots 2. Waiters and Oakley both were there.
Because that was the reason such a good shot, besides the fact that he made it, was that's the kind of shot you want to get at a time like this. Inside the paint, without a hand in your face.
Are he and Bird the 2 best in the league at getting a good shot whenever they want?
There are a couple of guys that can get a good shot.
Magic, I guess.
Magic and Kareem.
Oh, that's right. How can I forget about him?
And he's been doing it for like 30 years.
Yeah.
But these 2 guys, Bird and Michael Jordan, are excellent examples of how to get a good shot.
Parrish 1 out of 2 and gets his own rebound. 78-73, 2:34 left. Third quarter. Parrish with a left-handed hook. He has 19, 9 in the quarter. Boston by 7 with 2:20. McHale has had a pretty good rest on the Celtic bench. He has 4 fouls. So does Johnson. Roberts has 5. The Celtics are in some trouble in that area. Oakley screams for the ball in the pivot. 3-second violation.
Well, he had sort of light housekeeping that built a foundation.
In fairness, if they'd have gotten him the ball, though, he was in pretty good shape.
Right. They should have gotten the ball to him about 4 seconds earlier because he had good position.
2 minutes left in the third.
We enter the 2-minute period. 80-73, minute 55 left. Bird behind the back. Dennis Johnson can't control it. Jordan has a 3-on-1, keeps it himself. That's a good foul by Houston. If Jordan passes the ball, he's got 2 guys to shoot the layup, but he couldn't or didn't.
Let's take a look at it. Now here's the play as Brad Sellers going down the middle. Yes.
Third foul on Seasting. He's going to make them make it at the foul line, figuring they would have had a cinch layup without the foul.
And 2 free throws don't have as much impact psychologically as a dunk shot would. Also, see that if he passed the ball off and they dunked it, the crowd would be still ringing your ears.
.35 for Jordan, 14 in the quarter. A minute 40, 5-point game. Boston has been held to 20 points in the period. Now Chicago can move to within 3. Oakley, no, Terry. Boy, he's had a big quarter. Seller has wound up.
Not the best shot.
Bird comes out of that somehow. Roberts, a good pass, and Seasting drilled his first points of the night. Come at an opportune time for Boston. It's 82-75. A minute left. Third quarter.
And depends on what happens in the last 50 seconds this quarter. The Celtics may have held them off for a while.
But Chicago has gotten itself back in the game. They go inside. Oakley blocked away by Bird. They call a foul. .22 fouls on Boston. 17 on Chicago. Might look like he got him across the forearm. Oakley's 4th miss at the foul line. He's 6 out of 10. Jordan comes out of the game for a rest. He'll get the last 45 seconds of this quarter and the time between them, and then probably be right back at work. Oakley, 2 bricks.
Yeah, he chipped the paint on the first one.
Dennis Johnson up the floor. Roberts goes to the hole. Got the hook through the play.
Excellent play, because the defense reacted to the crisscross and left the middle wide open.
Third foul on Oakley, 4th team foul. Roberts' 2nd basket. He's had a tough night of it, but he made a big play for the Celtics there. Their 3rd miss on the foul line. 84-75, 25 seconds left, 17 on the shot clock. We'll give you the time on the 24-second clock if Chicago runs it down, and it appears they will. They have 8 seconds to shoot. Paxson lets her rip. Boy, he's had a big night.
And I thought he was a little out of his range on that shot, but he apparently wasn't.
9 seconds left in the quarter. 3, 2, 1. The quarter is over. At the end of 3, the Bulls are back in it. Celtics 84, Bulls 77. 12 minutes left. We got a good one going, William.
Yeah, these 2 guys went different directions, but they ended up in the same place. Now, you know what I thought when I was sitting here at the break? The way Chicago was coming on at the end of that quarter, at this time of the year, I don't think I would have taken Jordan out.
Just let him go and
yes, rest him some other time when maybe the conditions that happen in the 4th quarter. In the 4th quarter, you can give him a break. But when your team is really on the ball and playing well, leave it like it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Bob Neal, Rick Barry will have that one for you Tuesday night. The Lakers at Dallas. Bill and I back a week from tonight. We have Houston at Washington. Both games start at 8:05 here on TBS.
See, I happen to think that most of these players could play 44 minutes if they wanted to.
Every night, you think?
Yeah. Somewhere between 40 and 44.
Well, you did. Bird. Nope. Waiters the rebound. And again, Chicago can move to within 5. They outscored them 31-24 in that 3rd quarter. Paxson has been red hot. Good dish up. Won't go for Sellers. Tip won't go. Brad has the next one. And what's the call? He walks. And that brings the crowd storming to their feet in the Chicago Stadium.
Well, you know what happens to a guy like Sellers, a young guy. In college, you usually just jump over guys to take that shot. And here you look around at 8 guys taller than you are, and it'll make you think a little bit. And when you think, you usually take steps or something like that.
Seasting misses. Here comes Paxson leading a Chicago break. Finds Turner alone. That won't go. Sellers is playing all right tonight. Nice move. His first points, but he's been a factor on the glass this evening. Again, it's a 5-point game. Elston Turner works on Dennis Johnson. Parrish won't go. The Celtics are ice cold. Oakley and Bird bumped heads.
No, Oakley hit Bird on the hand with his head.
Is that what it was? Paxson almost walked over Seasting and a foul. And now Oakley, for reasons I don't understand, pushes Seasting. Neither official saw that. 4th foul on Seasting. Dave Corzine about to check into the game. Paxson, a good free throw shooter, and he drills this one. Paxson now with 15.
You know, Paxson has a brother that plays for Portland, and his father played for the Royals.
Yeah, years ago. So a pretty athletic family. He drills them both. 84-81. Boston led 71-53. They've been outscored 28-13. Bird against Sellers. With the left hand, it won't go. Parrish knocked away, gets it back, and a miss. Won't go. Oakley the rebound. It could be a 1-point game. Boston can't throw it in the ocean. They're as cold as the Bulls were earlier. 9:55. Jordan. No foul, but score. Boston calls timeout. The crowd in Chicago is loving this comeback. 9:48 left. Boston 84, Chicago 83. They're pitching a shutout here. They've outscored them 6-0.
And now this particular play, as we go down the other end of the court, Paxson sees there's anything. He sees there's nothing in the middle. Oakley gives it over to Jordan. Now this is, I thought Jordan should have gotten a foul on this one on Robert Parrish.
Boston sends Kevin McHale back into the game, which might not be a bad idea. Bird is double teamed, dishes it off. Parrish has it knocked loose. Chicago can take the lead. It's good. Off Oakley. The Bulls missed their first chance to jump on top.
Yeah, they might have been better off to pull that one up, but that was a little heavy traffic, even for Air Jordan.
Got a little wild and woolly. Sellers doing a pretty good job on Bird. He misses again. Look at that pass. Isn't that amazing?
That hurts. You get him to miss the open shot, and then he gets a chance to get a nice, easy assist.
86-83, 9 minutes left. Bill Russell, Skip Carey with him from Chicago. Oakley through the legs and Sellers.
Bad pass. A guy's 7 feet and you hit him around the ankle.
Yeah. Dennis Johnson to the front court. Earl Puritan about to get back into the game for Chicago. Parrish sets a pick on Sellers, and Bird goes for 3. Nope. McHale missed the tip and pours in the rebound. Paxson against Seasting. Over Parrish, won't go. Robert the rebound.
They're going inside and coming up empty, but they got to keep doing it.
That's where they got to go to stay in it.
See what Corzine has to do instead of fading away, he has to let him block the shot. Because there's a good chance they might foul you.
Since halftime, Boston has but 26 points. And that's still the case. Sellers passed up his jumper. That's knocked loose by Dennis Johnson. Dennis double teamed in trouble and calls wisely for a 20-second timeout. So the Celtics can catch a lead with 7:42 remaining in the game.
Here's this hustle.
Chicago, by the way, 12 of 17, 71% from the field in the third quarter after having a horrible time of shooting just 34% in the first half. And there's the difference. Look how much better they've done inside.
Boston went from 25 to 11. That's quite a drop.
So it's anybody's game with 7:42 left, and Boston brings it up. Kiritan now gets into the game. Corzine calls for the foul.
That's a mismatch, him trying to guard McHale down low. McHale's much too mobile.
McHale shoots 2. He has 20. Bird had 28 in the first half, just 7 to this point in the second. 88-83, 7.5 minutes left, out of time. Paxson against C-Stick.
Paxson has had himself quite a game.
Very good. Jordan changed it. Great shot. Great shot. He's got 39. He's finally gotten by his average, which was 37 coming in. McHale, it won't go. Kiritan, the rebound. Again, Chicago can move to within 1 with a hoop. Paxson is tripped by Seaston inadvertently. That's 5 on Seaston. So he has 5. Fred Roberts has 5. Dennis Johnson has 4, and so does McHale. Boston in some trouble here in the personal department. We've got a long way to go. 6:50. 88-85 Celtics. Jordan. Not this time. Bird the rebound. Boston slows the tempo. Bird. Yes. He has 37. 6:20 left. Kiritan against Bird. Almost once.
Almost.
Jordan goes to the base, wheels and deals. That's a brilliant shot. 41 for Michael.
If you're guarding a guy like Michael Jordan in a games like this, you hope to keep the ball out of his hand. And it looks like every time you look up, he's the one with it.
And he's doing this against Dennis Johnson, who as good as they come. Bird takes a wild shot. Parrish the rebound. Yes. 21 for Barrett. I think Bird thought he was going to be fouled. And wasn't. Took that wild running one-handed. 5.5 minutes left. Paxson again. In and out. But Dave Corzine, a rebound. Knocked away. It goes out of bounds. Boston gets it.
Over Corzine's foot, I believe. You know, it's really funny. This time of game, every play seems so important.
Yeah.
That's probably because they are.
92-87 Boston. 5:15 left. Bird fakes. Off balance. Missed the shot. Offensive foul called on Bird.
they call this. Yep, that was a good call.
It was.
But mostly, I'd say that's called about 1 out of every 25.
Especially Bird against the rookie. Jordan hangs in the air, but missed. Rebound, deflects around. Good job by Oakley. It's still alive. Jordan, good pass. Surprised Oakley. Sellers gets the hook. His second basket. It's a 3-point game with 4:35 left. And a foul against Chicago.
Oakley again.
No basket.
Let's take another look at that inside motion.
Second team.
Paxson will give it over to Jordan. Drop it over to Oakley. Right to Sellers. Good passing.
Oakley made a heck of a pass. Seastead. Yes.
Terry Houston.
His second hoop of the night. 94-89.
Call out on Dennis Johnson, I believe. 5 fouls. That could make a lot of difference. And the help was too late in arriving. And even if it got there in time, he would have gone over it.
Now Jimmy Rogers has a decision to make with 4:16 left. Does he stay with Dennis or not?
He has to.
44 for Jordan. Atlanta with 16 seconds left leads Detroit by 2. They've got a good one going, so do we. Seastead, McHale foul line. 24 for McHale. 96-92 Boston. 3:48 remaining. Jordan. No. Foul on Puritan. That's 5 on him. He's the first Chicago player to record 5 fouls. 3.5 minutes left in our game. Oh, that soft touch saved McHale there.
Why is it that all the good shooters always get that bounce? Is it luck or is it they're that good?
I think they really have that soft touch. The ball doesn't bounce out as far. It used to bounce out a lot for you. 98-92 is our score. 3:15 left, and we'll be back. Doubleheader football tomorrow on TBS. Bob Neal, Tim Foley standing by at 12:30. Tennessee and Ole Miss. And then at 7 o'clock, Mel Proctor and Paul Horning will bring you Southern Cal and California. All that tomorrow right here on TBS. 18,919 a capacity paid attendance, more than 19,000 in the building. That's a 6-point game with 3:10.
And I see that Doug Collins is going down the stretch with Brad Sellers, which is interesting.
Parrish got him with the body, though he blocked the ball cleanly. 2 shots for Jordan. That's 4 on Parrish.
Because there are a lot of coaches that going down the stretch would not go with a rookie.
Kid has played already. Only has 4 points, but he's gotten some rebounds. Jordan has 45. Bird has 37.
How about 46?
How about that? 98-94. Exactly 3 minutes left in the game. Or at least in regulation. Bird against Sellers. He's done a good job on Larry. There's a foul. A hand check on the youngster. That's out.
On Brad Sellers.
It's only 2 fouls, so that's...
And only the 4th team foul. They go to McHale. Good fake. He missed the shot. Parrish missed the rebound. McHale got the next. He has 28. 32-33. Boston led by 17 in the early minutes of the third quarter. Chicago got to within one, had a chance to take the lead, did not convert. For Oakley. A 4-point game. 2:10 left. McHale with a rebound, but a whistle. The basket is not good. A foul prior to it.
McHale is a true scorer. He heard that whistle and automatically he went to the hoop.
Earl Curitan fouls out with 6 points. And he fouls out with 1:58 remaining. McHale goes to the line. Granville Waiters checks back in.
Granville Waiters for Curley.
You know, it's interesting to me in team personality to see who the coach uses when he's in a stress situation, when you got foul trouble or injuries, to see who you go to down the stretch. Because that tells you something about the personality of the players and what he's observed already.
McHale now with 30, 12 in the quarter. They keep swinging between 6 and 4, and that's fine with Boston. Chicago wants to change that. 1:48 left in regulation. Oakley knocked away. There's a big play. Dennis Johnson out of the pack with it. If Boston scores here, they'll really put some pressure on the Chicago team. Sellers jumps out on Bird. Parrish set the pick. Roll low to Parrish. Down low to McHale. Yes. Well, when you
That was great 3 passes there.
Get a layup in that spot, boy. It really eases the way.
And that's really disheartening. Really disheartening to the other team.
That's why Doug Collins calls timeout to try to rally his troops. 1:28 left. Boston by 8, and we'll be back.
This is Charlie Neal in Atlanta. Let's update you on the Pistons-Hawks game. Doc Rivers to Willis, and watch the slam. 2 of his game and season-high 31. Randy Whitman had 14 points and 5 down the stretch. Atlanta took an 8-point lead. Wilkins finished with 24. Dantley and Thomas 21 each. For the Pistons, final 105-100. Atlanta wins it by 5. Hawks now 6-1, best record in the NBA. Pistons now 3-4. Let's go back to Skip and Bill.
By Chicago, and Boston has the ball back. McHale. Parrish.
Those two guys are working pretty good together.
I'll say. And it's suddenly a 10-point game and only a minute left. And Jordan wants a 3-point play. What are they going to call?
Loose ball foul.
A loose ball foul.
Charles Oakley.
On Charles Oakley.
With the ball in the air, and that's lights out for Chicago. That's a 5th foul on Oakley. But more important, we're down to 55 seconds, and it will probably be a 12-point game after the free throws. And the crowd begins to head for home.
It depends on who's shooting it.
Oh, that's right. It's Parrish.
Oh, it could be a 12-point.
81% coming in here, and 3 out of 4 tonight. Shooting a 1-on-1. It's an 11 points. Robert with 24. Boston just sort of tiptoed away with this one in the last couple of minutes. Once Jordan got in the open floor, they conceded in the dunk. Bird plays keep away. 45 seconds. McHale front court. He's been a big hero tonight, especially in the 4th quarter. Little 4 corners time. 34 seconds, 8 on the shot clock. Bird at the foul line. McHale with 4 on the clock to Bird. Nope, Parrish uncontested for the layup. It is history, folks. 110-98. From 3-point country. Oakley misses. They had little alternative. 8 seconds left. Boston's 5-2. Chicago's 5-3, or they will be in just a moment. It's over. Michael Jordan scored 48, but Boston, as they usually do, won the game. 110-98 the final, and we'll be back right after this.